Hi, this is Lee Solden. I'm going to help you learn some Norwegian. Um, this is from nothing that I'm associated with. It's something found on YouTube called 20 Minutes of Norwegian Listening Comprehension. I believe it's from Norwegian Pod 101. Um, I'm redoing the first 20 stories from that. There are only 20 stories on it, okay? Later on, I'll be doing more from the 2 hour version. But first, I'm going to redo these 20 with no grammar, or very little bit of grammar. Okay. Um, However, I'm going to start out with a grammar lecture, short, but mostly this is going to be just word by word translation and uh, pronunciation issues. If I thought I left something unclear before. Um, okay, my name's Lee Solden. Contact me on Facebook Messenger if you'd like to learn how my system goes, or you go to my Norwegian one by um, clicking on my logo, which is a pinkish looking circle with an A on it. That's the logo. Logo will get you to my channel page, and you go to Norwegian one. Listen to that at about the 6 minute mark. For about 5 minutes, I lecture on how my system goes. Okay, here goes this lesson. 51 seconds. First story. I kvin spur en expediteur nieuwe på en boekhandel. A woman is asking a store clerk something at a bookstore, word by word. A, treating as neuter for kvin. Okay, kvin, woman, that's with an at the end. It's spelled with an E. Okay, this is not definite case. Okay, there's no the here. There's an A, so it's indefinite. So it stays the base form kvin with an E. This is not kvina, which would be the definite form of woman treated as a feminine case. Okay, spur asks, N-A expediteur clerk nieuwe something paw at N-A boekhandel bookstore. Okay, now nieuwe along with newen by adding the N, uh, they mean three different things. The set of words means three different things. And you use one in some cases and the other in other cases. And each of those three separate things you got to learn, okay? It never has anything to do with gender, okay? So, okay, here I got this written out, so I won't mess it up too bad. Okay, short lecture on nieuwe versus newen. Okay, the main definitions are something for nieuwe and someone for newen. Also, um, okay, I should say in this sentence, as an example, nieuwe means something. Okay, now, but they can also mean some. Uh, if they mean some, you use nieuwe for vague or uncountable things. Okay, like some sugar, some milk. Okay, um, if this is countable, like chairs, with some chairs, use newen, add the N if it's countable. Okay, so that's we've covered uh, two uses so far. One's the word some, and then it's either uh, uncountable or countable objects. Newen's the countable ones. If it's simply someone or something, then that's nieuwe for something and newen for someone. Now there's a third thing. They can both mean any, as in the question, do you have a sister? Instead of saying, do you have a sister? It's optional. You can say, do you have any sister? In which case, you would use newen. Why newen? I mean, both nua and newen could mean any, but you're referring to a person. Your sister's a person, so you have to say newen. Do you have newen sister? Do you have any sister? Okay. Now, you can use that in the question, and you can use it in the response if it's negative. No, I don't have any sister. You could use new in there. But what you can't do, you can't use it in a positive response. You can't say, yes, I have a sister, and change that to any. It doesn't make sense in English nor Norwegian. Okay. So, yes, I have a sister. You cannot say, yes, I have any sister, right? So, and then again, if it's a thing, not a person, you just use nua for that same situation. Okay. So, to reiterate, when it means any, you can use that in questions and negative responses, but not positive responses. Okay, there's my lecture. Um, one more thing. The meaning of newen for somebody goes to nobody when it's negative, right? Oh, is there somebody there? No, there is nobody there. Okay. And okay. So from a Norwegian's point of view, I would say you can replace N, A, or I, three different ways to say A in their language, with um, Nua or Newen when you try to use it for the word any. Okay. Um, Going on to sentence two here at 56 seconds. Okay. Does Wilken boek haar gewinnen lust till say? Okay. What book does the woman want to see? It literally says, what does she have desire to see? Okay. Wilken, which, for common, book is obviously a common noun. Haar, has, gewinnen, okay, the woman. Why are we saying the woman? Because we mentioned her in the previous sentence. So now it becomes the. So it goes from kavina to kavina. Kavina, the woman. Lust till say, desire to see. Till is to is just an infinitive marker. Say is see. Um, Next sentence. Okay. Unnskyld, jeg vil gjerne se på I book på den hula. Okay. I should say hula. Stick the I and trying to say any kind of U in the middle of the word like that. Okay. Excuse me, I'd like to take a look at a book on that shelf. Okay. Um, Unnskyld. That should be unnskyld. A little hard. It's the harder SH. Okay. SK before Y. I will want Yarna gladly kind of say look paw to look. Um, it's the infinitive. You had the modal will come for it, right? So I will gladly I want gladly to see pa at book. Says I book a book. Okay, at is a pa is at, I is a, book is book, pa on, den, that, hula, hilla. Say hilla. Okay, hilla. Hilla, they're treating that as a feminine noun, and the den before it goes for both feminine and common. Okay, there's only two thes. There's det and den. Det is for neuter, den is for both common and feminine. Okay. Um, Next sentence. 105. I gotta quit breaking out in this grammar. It's gonna take too long. Welken boek wil du ha? Which book do you want? So welken, which, book, wil, want, do, you, ha, to have. What do you want to have? Which book? Okay, next. Den bilder. So with den, that, referring to the book earlier. Bilder. Okay, cars. Doesn't say the cars, it's just plural. And you just have an ER on the end of it to make it plural. Okay. And obviously, bill must not be neuter, must be common, because if it was a neuter singular noun, you wouldn't use the ER. Okay. And he says a moment. This, he says a oieblik. Denna. One moment, please. This one is how they translate it, but he's just saying a moment. This. Again, a, oieblik, a moment. Denna, this. Next sentence. Yeah, there, den. Yes, that is it. Yeah, they are den. Yeah, yes, they, that, are, is, then, it. And I'm going to pause to go to one more sentence. Wait a second. Okay, he says, Vashagu. Vashagu. Here you go. Dismisses her saying, be so good. Saying both. Here's what you wanted and have a good day at the same time. Vashagu. Pause it for a moment. Okay. Story 2, 155. En man I kvin ser på en menu på en restaurant. Restaurant. Try and make that a nasal N. Restaurant. Okay, that's better. A man and a woman are looking over a menu at a restaurant. And a man, all, and I, a kvin, woman, ser, look, paw, at, and a menu, paw, at, and a restaurant. Okay, next sentence. Two minutes. Moscow mannen bestilla. What's the man going to order? Va what, skal, will or shall. Mannen, the man. Bestilla, order. Next sentence. He asks, "Vad skal du bestilla?" What are you going to order? Va, what, skal, will, do, you, bestilla. Okay, what are you going to order? Okay, this next one, it says, I'm going to read it slowly. Pizza en ser deilig ut. Jeg tror jeg tar den. The pizza looks delicious. I think I'll go with that, word by word. Pizza and the pizza, ser, looks or appears, deilig, delicious, ut. Ut, it means nothing except it changes the word ser from look as look at or see to appears. What do you look like? How do you appear? So ser ut means appear. So pizza appears delicious. Jeg tror, I tror, believe. I tar, am taking. Den, that. Now, on the pronunciation, um, I'll just read this. I got ear-turning syllables written for this sentence here. She says, "Pizzans dilute jeg tror jeg tar den." Okay, so what is she doing here? She's saying she's saying pizzan, but then she's not even saying the ser at all. She's putting like an apostrophe s for that. So she's saying pizzans and then dilute. The okay, okay. She's kind of putting the I at the end of dilate, delicious, and the ut together. Okay. Next sentence. By the way, whatever I'm hearing, it's no comment on how you should say it. Okay. I'm saying how they're saying it. I'm not always going to cover. I may not mention if a guy drops an R, I might not mention it, right? So I'm not trying to be 100% complete on this, but if I'm trying to do a good job, but I'm not trying to be perfect. Okay, you got to keep listening to these guys and see what they said exactly. Okay, okay, okay. 209, sentence 5. Jeg har pizza I gar. Så jeg har pizza I gar. So a little better. I had pizza yesterday, so I had pizza igar yesterday. Saw igar. Gotta make that an AW in the gar. Igar. Saw. Um, and if you put it together fast, you may have done this. It comes out to igashaw. Igashaw. That's the softer SH, or you slide your tongue back a little bit from our regular SH from English. I think he does say eagle. Next sentence. Okay, sentence 6 at 212. Who called da? This okay then. Da means then. Okay. Vame hamburgen. Not sure how she says hamburger in. but she does not say the whole word. I believe she says hamburger and um, don't think she says the R and the hamburger. I think she skips that. But to take a listen to that. So va me, that phrase means what about, what with. Va is what, me is with, but va me means what about. What about the hamburger? Hamburgerin is what it looks like. And I think it's going to depend on who you are, how you actually pronounce it, okay? Next. I mean, where the individual person is going to pronounce it differently. Okay. Hers Bratwut. Jij tarden. Sounds good. I am taking it. I am taking that. Okay. Notes hers is in the passive form. Again, back to doing the grammar. Pause, get the next story. Third story at 2:53. And man ringer lega contura. Okay, a man is calling the doctor's office. Man, ringer, calls, lega contura. So, ooh, in the T-O-R, tura. Lega is doctor. Contour is an office. Got an ET ending on it because the word contour, office, is neuter. And okay, next sentence. Says nor mohan vara paul lega contura. Okay, what time does he need to be at the doctor's office by? This guy saying it um, puts must, and han together. It says mon. Okay, doesn't say ma han. It says mon. Okay, word by word. I'm going to pronounce everything as I say the word by word. Nar, when, ma, must, han, he, vara, be, ha, at, lega, doctor, contura, office, the doctor's office, ET on the end. Okay. Back to vara. I've been saying vara up until this point. Um, I couldn't even hear it not being vara, but I kept doing ear-tuning exercises and ear got better. Now it sounds like vara. I couldn't even say there, like as in dad, followed by an R, vara. I couldn't really even say it, let alone hear it. But now I can both hear it right and say it. If I try to say it wrong, it sounds wrong. So auto-correcting if your ear gets good enough. So nar, ma, han, vara, pa, lega, contura. What time does he need to be at the doctor's office? Next sentence. Hi, Verdon Kanyai Yelpadai. Hello, how can I help you? Okay, this is third sentence in the third story. Okay, at 3 minutes. This is the word how, as how can you do something. Vordan, okay. Now, you also see the word vor, which usually means where, used as how, as in how much or how many. Okay. this is the word verdaan that is used in how as how do you do something or how can I help you in this case. Okay, word by word. Hi, hi. Verdaan, how, can, yai, I, yelpa, help, die, you. Next sentence. Oh, I wanted to mention that I've been saying Vordaan, but again now I hear it's a double O. Voordaan, Voordaan. Okay. Um, Next sentence. Nar stingerdera, idag. What time do you close today? Nar, when, stinger, close, dera, you as in plural you, so you all, idag, today. Next. Die stinger klokka seks. Men venligst kom for half seks. Okay. We close at 6 o'clock, but please come in before 5:30, word by word. We, stinger, close, klocka, o'clock, sex, 6, men, but, venligst, please, come, for, before, half, sex, 6. Half 6 means halfway to 6, so it means 5:30. Okay. Um, okay. Just want to know KOM is calm with a short English O as the O in bore. It doesn't look like that because you have only a single uh, consonant after M, KOM. So you think it'd be kum, but it's cum. It's calm. Okay. Um, and you got to learn that kind of on a word by word basis. Most of the time, though, if you assume it's a double O ooh sound, kum, yeah, you probably understood. I mean, they'll realize you're making a mistake, but at least they know you're pronouncing it according to what it looks like. Okay. Uka tak skalduha. Okay, thank you. It literally says, okay, thanks shall you have. Tak skalduha. Enough of that. I'm going to pause it. On next story. Okay, we're in story 4 at 351. En gut laser fra dag buka si. A boy is reading from his journal word by word, and a good boy laser reads from dag buka the well it would be the journal, but it's not the journal. It's just the form of journal you use for definite because it's his journal, so it's a definite journal. It's not an indefinite. It's not any old journal. It's his journal. Okay, and then this it means his, as in his own. Notice he's reading the book, so the book is an object. It can only be used for an object in a sentence, never a subject. And of course, book must be feminine, or you could call it common, right? But they're treating it as feminine here, so they're using the si, his. Okay, next sentence. Waar den fuchte tingen guten jora idag. What was the first thing the boy did today? What, var, was, den, the, fuchte, first, tingen. Again, it says the thing, but you translate as thing, knowing the en is just there because it says the first thing, so it's a specific thing. preceded by the, but it has to have the grammar, the en on the end. We'll start over. Va, what, var, was, den, the, push the first, tingen, thing, guten, the boy, Yora, did, idag. So Yora has a D in it, but it is silent. It's Yora. Next sentence. Vara var bra idag. The weather was great today. Vara, the weather. Base word is V-A-E-R, and then an E-T. Okay. So the weather, var, was, bra, good, idag, today. And idag can be spelled either together or separately as here in E space dag. You don't have to have that space. Next sentence. Jeg svømte i svømmehallen om eftermiddagen. I went swimming this afternoon at the pool. I svømte, swam, in or at svømmehallen, the swim hall. That signifies it's an indoor swimming pool. Okay. It's in. It's being used for a time reference, so it means in here. Ettermiddagen. Okay. In the afternoon. Okay. There's an en on the end, so it's the afternoon. So in the afternoon. Next sentence. Og jeg gik på skinu. That should be shinu, Kellen. That's why he pronounced the sentence. I'm going to pronounce it word by word. I'm going to use the usual pronunciation. A and yai, I, gik, went, pa, to, shinu, movie, in, kvelen. You pronounce the V normally, but he didn't. He said Kellen. Let's see. And he pronounced the G and an and. The only time in this particular audiobook you hear the G pronounced and OG, og here, this sentence. Next sentence. Jij studeerde hele morgenen also. I think he says, I'm pretty sure he says morning. Okay. The morning. It has an en on the end. It skips through the GE completely. Morning. Might you skip the whole GE and say morning. Rather, yeah, probably in this case. Okay. Also is also back to the word by word. Jij, I, studeerde, studied. Hele is actually an adverb here. It means throughout the. Okay. Morgenen or morning, I think he says. Also. Next sentence. Idag waar ikke sa washed. Try that again. Idag waar ikke sa washed. Washed. I remember stick my tongue back with that RS and the washed. Okay, today wasn't so bad. Washed means worst. But the phrase ikke sa washed means not so bad. Okay. Pause this. Okay, story 5, 447. I kvinna all and man ser på a bilde. A woman and a man are looking at a photograph. I, a, feminine version. Kvinna, so kvinna, woman, and a, man, ser, look, pa, A S A English. Build a picture. A woman and a man are looking at a photograph. Next sentence. Vilka bilde serdipa. Vilka, that's the et on the end. It's the neuter form of which. Bilde, picture. Ser, look or look at. In this case, D, they, is D-E, pronounced like D-E-E, D, paw, at. Which photo are they looking at? Next sentence. Okay. Okay, this is sentence 3 at 454. Dette are a bilde of voetballaget Sunnenden erpa Ikkesant. This is a photo of the soccer team your son is on, right? Okay. Dette, this, are, is, a bilde, picture of voetballaget, football team. It's the football team because it's et on the end. T not being pronounced. Sunnenden, your son. The en is there for grammar. Okay, match the din, so it's a specific son. R is paw, on. Not correct. Ikkesant. Next. Them are Sunnenden. So who is your son? Okay, and them, notice, is a short, very short E, even though there's only an M after it. It's a very short E. Them, it's not them, it's them. Them are Sunnenden. Next sentence. Han ha. Han ha. Remember that the word here, H-E-R, is pronounced har. It's one thing you got to remember. Han har. Or you just keep listening to it Norwegian enough, you just know it, right? Han are den highest. We have an O cross and Y. I've said it's pronounced oi, but I'm hearing different. Sometimes I instead, or something a little bit off of oi. So I'm probably not hearing it perfectly. So I'm let you that one. I'm gonna let you listen to it. My ear has to tune in further to this O cross Y thing. See, and then again, it might just be a matter of they pronounce it from person to person a little differently, right? I know they're saying two different people are saying it two different ways, so I can't tell you which is the correct way. But she's saying highest, highest, the and the minor syllable in between, highest. Okay, okay, so oh, ah, han, he, are, is, then, the highest, tallest. Next. Yep. Han, are, tilla, may, huira, and my. So he doesn't say higher. He says huir. Not quite. The best I can mimic him at the moment. So yep, he is even taller than I. So yep, yes, on, he, are, is. Then till may, to and with. Till, to, and may, with. That phrase, till may, means even. So he is even taller. He says, huira, okay, for higher. en, than, my, than me. Next. Pause this, go next story. Okay, story 6. Hit 547 on the audiobook. And man and kvin snak here. I'm not going to comment further. I've had that sentence before. A man and a woman are talking. Okay. Nar Homer D till say and film. When are they going to see a movie? When are they going to see a movie? Nar, when, Homer, come, D, they, till, to, it's really just a infinitive marker. Say, see, and a film, movie. Next. Skal vi gå og se en film næste lørdag? Shall we go see a movie next Saturday? Shall, we, go, and say, see, in a film, movie, next, lørdag, Saturday. Next sentence. Ja, det vil jeg gerne, men jeg jobber på morgen. Yes, I'd love to, but I'm working in the morning. Ja, yes, they. That, will, I, Yarna, gladly, men, but, I, Yober, work, paw, in, morning, the morning, en on the end there. Next. Nor are du fardi, Yoben. When are you finished with work? It says, nor, when, are, do, you, fardi, done. Notice FER in fardi, but it's pronounced R. Paw, at, joben, the job. Next. Jeg er ferdig klokken 2. I'm finished at 2 o'clock. Okay, so jeg er ferdig klokken 2. Jeg er ferdig, ferdig, done, klokken 2 o'clock, 2. 2. Next. Så skal vi møtes på caféen klokken 3. And, excuse me. Okay. And the sentence continues. Okay, then let's meet up at the cafe at 3 o'clock. Saw, then, skal, shall, we, mutus, meet. This is the passive form. Okay, pa, at, caféen. It's cafe plus en, caféen. The cafe, klocka, o'clock, great. And the next sentence, the next half of the sentence, I should say. I'll say in film, klocka, vier. And see a movie at 4 o'clock. And say, see, a film, movie, klocka, o'clock, vier. 4. Next. She says, uka. And that's the end of that one. Okay, we're on story 7 at the 7-minute mark. En man snakker med en butikkansatt. A man is talking with a shop clerk. N-A, man, snak here, is talking, may, with, N-A, butikkansatt, store employee ansatt. Next sentence. Vilken skjorta kommer han till att köpa? Notice that skirt is more like shirt. There's the word shirt here is short. It's not shirt. It'd be a skirt, right? Okay. Vilken, which shirt is he going to buy? Vilken, which, skjorta, shirt, kommer, comes, han, he, till, to, fin marker, köpa, that's buy, köpa. Think of the word shop. Okay, you shop, you buy stuff, right? Although I do have the verb in later on, shoppa, in one of these stories. Maybe I did it, I don't know. But shoppa means to shop, okay? Just don't want to confuse you. This means to buy, köpa. Notice the KJ, so it's the softer SH, köpa. Okay, not shupa, it's shupa. Hear the difference? Maybe not. Okay, next. Vilken skjorta synes du are best? Which shirt do you think is best? Vilken is which, skjorta, shirt, synes, think, do, you, are, is are. That's is here, is best, is it? So are means is here. Okay, best, best. They say better, but if you get a few shirts in front of you, it doesn't matter, does it? When you say which one is best or which one is better. Okay. Next. Den vita eller den blå, the white one or the blue. Den, the, vita, white. And even though he's only saying white here, he means the white shirt. Okay, so the shirt's left off, but the grammar stays the same as if the word shirt was there. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Eller or den, the, blah, blue. And blah doesn't get an E there because it ends with a vowel. There's a handful of adjectives that end with vowels, do not get the E. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit. See what sentence I'm on here. Okay, I'm at 7:13 at sentence 5. Okay, wel, jij synes den blå are bra. Well, I think the blue one is good. Wel, well, jij, I, synes, think. Good thing with that is it's being thought that. Okay. Okay. By me. Okay, the I is the reference. Okay, who might be thinking this thought? I happen to be thinking this thought, but the whole concentration is on the fact the thought is being thought. Okay. Wel, well, jij, I, synes, think, den, the, blah, blue, are, is, bra, good. Next. Den passer bra med den grå jacka di. It goes well with your gray jacket. Den, it, passer, fits or suits, bra, well, may, with, den, the, grå, gray, jacka, jacket, the jacket, but it's really, again, here it's just for Um, Grammar, just tell you that it is a definite noun. D, your. Okay, next sentence. You think so? Soonest do day? Soonest think do you day that. D. Next. Okay. Okay. So it's on sentence 8, 721. Okay. Men den passer ikke så bra med de røde slipset mitt. Okay. My memory does not tell me if they actually pronounce the T on slipsit. I think it's slipsa. Should be slipsa. Et added for a neuter noun here. I'll assume it slips. So listen for yourself. Okay. Um, men, excuse me, but it doesn't go well with my red tie. Men, but den it passer suits icke not saw so bra well may with day the red d is silent slipsa tie mit mine. Okay. And again, the et's on the end. It just means it's definite. You don't have to translate that as the tie. Next sentence. Your Denville? He's saying kind of, well, does it? They just say does it in the translation, but the vel is in there, right? So you could say, well, does it? Uh, Specifically says your, does, den, it, well, does it well? Next. And she says, well, next screen. Ja, één. Okay, means yes, I am in agreement. Yeah. I say yes, I agree here. Okay. Yeah, yes, yai, I, are, am, any means in agreement. You can think of that as the word one in some languages. So you think I am one with you in opinion, right? Yeah, or any. Okay. Anyway, in this language, it means in agreement. And I'll pause this for a moment to get past. Okay. Hookah sa jag tar den vita istället for den blå. Okay, then I will take the white one instead of the blue one. Hookah, okay. Saw, so, I, tar, am taking, then the vita, white one, so it means white shirt. Istället, instead, E is in stay, instead, stay, S-T-E-D is place. So it's in the place, E-T on the end of it, stay, and they don't pronounce the D. For means of here, usually means either T-O-O, to, or for. Oh, and that is probably a mispronunciation on my part, actually. That is for, for. Um, 1 second. I stopped and took a listen. First time I stopped and took a listen to make sure of something. Um, it's hard to hear, but I'm pretty sure he's saying for, not for, but Foor, for. He says it fast. So you might not catch the difference. And I'm going to pause again, go to the next story. Okay, story 8, 8:10. I'm trying to do 10 on this video altogether, so I'm on schedule so far. Okay, in Man, R-E-N, hamburger boutique. A man is at a hamburger shop. N-A, man, R-is-E-N-N-A, hamburger boutique, hamburger shop. Next sentence. Vilket set kommer han till bestilla. That is surprising to me a little bit. I mean, I might have got it wrong before. They say it's Vilket. They do pronounce that ET on Vilket. So not sure if I might have mispronounced that in earlier videos. So Vilket set Homer Han till bestilla. Which set is he going to order? So Vilket, which for neuter, set means set or could be meal, obviously. In this case, Homer comes Han, he, till, to, infinitive marker, bestilla, order. Okay, next sentence. I don't mean to have the sound on. I've got it turned off occasionally. Okay. Unnskyld mig, kan jag få det speciella burgerset? Excuse me, can I have the special burger set? Okay. Unnskyld means excuse me. Well, I should say the whole thing. Unnskyld mig, excuse me. Can, I, få, get, the, speciella, special, burger set, so et on the end for grammar because it's introduced by the, so it's definite. Next sentence. Okay, let's see where I am exactly here. Okay, sentence 4, 8:22. Ja, venligst velg melon, palm free, eller salat. Okay, so yes, venligst, please, velg, choose, melon. And this is a word that's very definite. You got to put the accent on the second syllable, melon. There's two L's in there, as of almost, like there's no exception. You see two L's or two of anything, you only pronounce one of them. But being a double often means that you have to say the preceding vowel short. So it's melon. Okay. And make sure you emphasize the long. Melon. Okay. That means between. Palm free, they say it just like it's from French fries. They say it just like French, so don't matter if you say that right or not, right? It's not Norwegian pronunciation. Palm free. French fries. Eller or salat, salad. Next sentence. Salat, tak, salad, please. Next sentence. Ukal, venligst velg dricka. Okay, please choose your drink, she says. Okay, ukal. Venligst, please, velg, choose, dricka, drink. Okay, next. He says, cola, tak, cola, please. And notice that same word for thank you, right? And I'm going to pause this. Okay, story 9. 9:14. En lair, lager, and kakje. Okay. A teacher is making a cake. En a lair, and that's again the AE in the first syllable. I used to hear it as lair. Now I hear it as lair. The first, so that A as in dad, lair. Okay, and lair, lager, and kakje. Okay, A and lair, teacher, lager, is making, and a kakje. Okay, that's K-A-K-E. This is a Y-U-H, yeah, at the end there. Okay, kakje. And it's consistent. She says kakje in the next sentence, or maybe two sentences now. Okay, next sentence. Here goes. Wij puttet leren Eden. What did the teacher put in it? Okay, past tense. You got an et. When you put ets for your past tense, those t's are pronounced. Okay, so va puttet laren Eden. Va what puttet put the teacher laren in den it. Next sentence. I dag skal vi lage en kake. Okay. Today we are going to make a cake. I dag, today, skal, shall, or will, vi, we, lage, make, en a kake, cake. Notice the position of the verb skal is the second thing. So you chose to put I dag, today, as a time reference as the first thing. So she couldn't say, then she can't say I dag vi skal. You can't do that. That would put skal in the third position. It's not allowed. So today, will we make a cake? You cannot say today we will, because it doesn't put the verb in the second position. That's an absolute rule. Next sentence. Okay, pushed, blonde, smør, sukker. First, mix butter and sugar. Okay, pushed, blonde, smør, sukker. Next. Okay, daaretter tilsett 2 egg, blonde dem goat. Okay, then add 2 eggs and mix them well. A couple things on pronunciation here. The der is again and thereafter. It just means after or then here. Der goes dar etter, thereafter, or just then. Okay. Tilsett, tilsett is add, 2 is 2, egg, that is neuter, so it's its own plural. Okay. Egg is one egg, or 100 eggs, still egg. And blonde, the silent D at the end of that. Mix them, got well. Now this is got here is a adverb. How do you make adverbs in this language? Well, you start out with the adjective, which in this case is gu, G-O-D, gu. D is silent. You go to the neuter, singular, indefinite form, which means you put a T on the end. Okay? Now, so it goes from gu to got. T is pronounced. And the vowel changes because now you have 2 consonants after the O. So whereas G-O-D is gu, this is got. Next sentence. Tilsett mel al blonde de let. Add flour and mix it lightly. Okay, till set, add, mel, flour. Think of meal, right? Go to a mill, you get flour, right? Okay, so till set, add, mel, flour, aw, in, blonde, mix, day, it, let. Let means likely. Next. And I just want to catch up to see where I am here. Okay, sentence 7, 935. Set den in I oven stek I 50 minuter. Okay, and okay, put it in the oven and bake for 50 minutes. Okay, first of all, the verb here is to insert. Setta means to sit or to sit something down or set something someplace. But yeah, the in, um, the verb setta in means insert. So set den in means insert it in. Okay, set means insert, den it, and then the inn is that's just a participle for the verb. Okay, so insert it, I should say in oven, the oven. I think she says ovnen, I think. Come back and listen to it. Pretty sure she says ovnen. Um, and steak, bake, for, e, um, femte, the way you say 50, fem is 5 and ti, t is 10. So femte means 5. 10 is early, 5, femte, minuter, minutes. Notice this is a typical word, make it plural, put er on the end from minuter. Next. That's it. She says, their day. Okay, that is it. Day or day. And that's it for that story. And pause for a moment. Okay, the 10th story and last one on this video. 10th story is at 10:25, and man and kvin snak here. Nothing new there. A man and a woman are talking. Next sentence. Was skal die jura pusht? Let's try that again. Was skal die jura pusht? Okay, what are they going to do first? Va, what, skal, shall, die, they, jura, do, pushed, first. Next sentence. He asked her, Va vil du jura idag? What do you want to do today? Va, what, will, or what, do, you, jura, do, idag, today. Next. That was a question, by the way. The vil came out in the second spot. It's coincidence. Now here it says, "Jeg vil gå og se en film." Now the vil is the second thing in there, and it has to be, okay? Because it's statement. Statements, you have to have the verb as the second thing. So I want to go see a movie. I vil want, gå, to go, and say, see, and a film, movie. Okay. Now, use the ga in that ga or say means go see, but it indicates that you're probably going somewhere, maybe, but not necessarily. Just ga can mean just go do something without actually moving, but most likely they are going somewhere if there's a ga in there. It usually means a short distance. Like you can actually walk there because ga does mean go and walk also. Next, he says, Uka, jag vill se en baseballkamp på TV. Okay, I want to watch a baseball game on TV. Uka, okay, I will want, say, to see, and a baseball comp, baseball game, pa, on TV. TV. Next. Jag will also shoppa. And also, I want to go shopping. Okay, so he says, I will want also to shoppa. Next. Baseball comp and start clock. Okay. I'm not going to go into what he says there, but he does not say start your clock at. Yeah, he says more like, I'll say it. He said, start it clock at. Now, where that little straight, little T sound came in there before clock, I don't know. But that's what he said. Okay. Okay, no more of that. But so I'm going to say it like normally would be said now. When first of all, the baseball game will start at 1. Okay, he says at ETT 1. Baseball comping, the baseball game starts clocka o'clock 1. Next. Oka. So Laos say filmin pushed. Okay, so let's see a movie first. First part of the sentence. She's saying this. Kuka, okay, saw, then or so. La, a let or allow. Notice it's a modal verb, but it's not present tense. So it's the command form, right? So it's unusual compared to the other modal verbs. Let us say, see, filming the movie pushed. And I did that pretty good, I think. I said the SH is with the tongue back. Push, push, push. Okay. Rest of that sentence goes. All saw can do say baseball comping. Okay, and then you can watch the baseball game. All and saw, then can do you say see baseball comping, the baseball game. Okay, and notice some things are not considered the first thing. Okay, like here we have and then you can. Okay, so the and is just introducing another phrase. Now we have a new phrase. It starts out saw, so, and the second thing you see there after the saw is can, then do, you. The subjects and the subject and the verb are inverted here to keep the can in the second spot within that second phrase of the sentence introduced by the and. Saw, on, second thing after saw, etc. Okay, next. All right. Så drar vi och shopper på kvällen. He says, all right, then we'll go shopping in the evening. That's the last sentence here. All right, saw, then, drar, go, meaning go a long ways, like in a car. We, okay. And this is a statement. Go back to the second. Okay, and shop here. Shop He doesn't pronounce the R. He says shop it. Pa in Kelden. He does not pronounce the V in kvin like other people do. Okay, back to um, the verb dryer. Again, it's the second thing there, right? He doesn't say we go and see. He says go we. He inverted the go and the we to keep the dryer in the second spot. Saw was first. So dryer, go, we. And that's it for this one. Hey, hit the like button. Think about subscribing. Tell people about my videos. And everybody have a great day.